The city of dreams is having its worst nightmare. Already in the eye of the crippling pandemic, extracting the biggest human toll. Now Mumbai is hoping to not literally be in the eye of the storm.
निसर्ग काय आपली परीक्षा घेण्याचं सोडत नाहीये, पण या परीक्षेमध्ये आपण पूर्ण ताकदीने सामोरं जाऊन त्यातून बाहेर पडायचंय.
As cyclone Nisarga rages towards the Maharashtra coastline, its pandemic-battered people hope the storm will blow over without making landfall. A cyclone amidst a pandemic. Double whammy for Maharashtra.
Well, it indeed is double whammy for the state of Maharashtra. What we are expecting right now and what we are breaking is unfortunate news, but there has been now a red alert that has been sounded for the state of Maharashtra. Word is coming in right now that as Mumbai especially prepares to brace itself for storm Nisarga, the latest is that the Prime Minister has now spoken to Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. He's assured him for full support from the centre. On the other hand, the Met Department, which was tracking this cyclone till now, mind you, because till just about a few hours ago, this was a depression which was forming, which could have turned into a cyclone. Unfortunately now, this has turned into a cyclone, and what we can confirm, and the news that we are breaking, that this will be to hit Maharashtra coastline, especially the financial capital, Mumbai, in the last 130 years. All of this coming at a time where Maharashtra, the most battered by the corona pandemic, now possibly in the eye of the storm. What we can confirm that 15 NDRF teams have been rushed to the state of Maharashtra. It's going to make landfall possibly at Alibag, which is way down south, and parts of Gujarat as well. We have our reporters spread out. But this is the news that is coming in, and the Chief Minister today went out trying to assuage fears, especially at a time where Maharashtra is recording the highest spike in terms of coronavirus positive cases, especially the city of Mumbai, which is now in days will be the #1 city in the world to record the highest spike of positive cases on a daily level. So Uddhav Thackeray, the Chief Minister, went out trying to assuage fears, has advised everyone in Mumbai, in Maharashtra, stay indoors, let this storm blow over. Well, this is what Maharashtra and the city of Mumbai are hoping as the storm Nisarga barrels towards the state and its coastline, that it blows over without making much of a landfall. Listen in to the Chief Minister.
आज सावध राहण्याची गरज आहे. मी आपल्याला विनंती करतोय की खास करून ग्रामीण भाग काय किंबहुना शहरी भाग काय, आपल्या घराच्या आजूबाजूला आपल्या ज्या काही गोष्टी अशाच इकडे तिकडे पडलेल्या असतील, सुट्या पडलेल्या असतील, त्या एकतर घरामध्ये आणून ठेवा किंवा जिथल्या तिथे व्यवस्थित बांधून ठेवा, की जेणेकरून त्या वाऱ्याच्या प्रभावाने त्या उडणार नाहीत आणि इकडे तिकडे आणखीन कोणाला इजा करणार नाहीत, कुठे काही धोका होणार नाही. एकूणच आपण जी काही तयारी केली आहे ती तयारी मनुष्यहानी किंवा प्राणहानी कमीत कमी व्हावी किंवा होच नये अशा पद्धतीने केलेली आहे. किनारपट्ट्यातील सर्व मच्छीमारांना संपर्क झालेला आहे. पालघरमधील सुद्धा काही मच्छीमार आज दुपारपर्यंत संपर्कात नव्हते, पण त्यांनाही संपर्क झाला आहे आणि त्यांनाही वेळेमध्ये परत आणण्याचा आपला पूर्ण प्रयत्न आहे आणि ते सगळे वेळेमध्ये परततील. सगळे मच्छीमार घरोघरी परतलेले आहेत. पुढचे 2 दिवस तर समुद्रात जायचं नाहीच. त्याच्यानंतर सुद्धा आपण बघूया हे कसं कसं कुठे पुढे प्रवास करत जाते. थोड्या वेळापूर्वी आपल्या देशाच्या पंतप्रधानांचा फोन आला होता, माननीय नरेंद्र मोदीजींचा फोन आला होता. त्यांनी सांगितलं आहे की तुम्ही तयारी तर केलेली आहे, पण केंद्र सरकार सुद्धा तुमच्या सोबत आहे, त्याच्यामुळे ती काळजी तुम्ही करू नका. आता महत्त्वाचा मुद्दा म्हणजे हे जे काय वादळ येणार आहे किंवा धडकणार आहे, या वादळाचा एकूण प्रभाव बघितल्यानंतर 3 तारखेपासून आपण सुरुवात करणार होतो पुनश्च हरिओम. मी पुन्हा एकदा आपल्याला विनंती करतोय की विशेषतः हा जो काही आपला किनारपट्टा आहे तिथे उद्या आणि परवा 2 दिवस हे महत्त्वाचे आहेत. दोन्ही दिवस आपण घरामध्येच राहणं हे हिताचं आहे.
So over 6 districts of Maharashtra have been put on high alert, on red alert. This was a depression earlier, now has built into a cyclone. What we are getting to understand, and I'm just going through some of the latest news filtering in, it possibly now is in the category of a severe cyclonic storm. And a storm like this, a cyclone like this, has unfortunately never hit Mumbai or Maharashtra in 130 years, viewers. This is what it looks like. I'm joined right now by our Mumbai Bureau Chief, Sahil Joshi, to get us up to speed with the very latest information coming in. You know, Sahil, with wind speed of what I'm looking at right now, 100 km per hour, going up to 125 km per hour. If it does make landfall, even in Alibag with this wind speed, it could leave a trail of devastation. What's the latest that you're picking up on this?
You know, this is maybe for the first time in last 120 years that Mumbai will be facing such kind of a cyclone. There were cyclones in Arabian Sea even earlier, but it never hit area around Mumbai. Either it has gone towards Gujarat or it had fizzled out in the past. But this time it's going to hit around 100 kilometers away from Mumbai near Alibag. But of course, it is going to hit in the periphery of that particular area, which of course comes into the Mumbai as well as the Palghar and the adjoining regions in the coastal areas of Maharashtra. Now, this is happening at a time of COVID-19. So, of course, there is a severe lockdown at this point of time in Maharashtra. But from tomorrow, there was supposed to be a mission begin again, first phase to begin from tomorrow. So, the Maharashtra government had earlier allowed people to venture out on the beaches or in the parks. But now the Chief Minister has made it very clear that for next 2 days, people should not be venturing out of their houses because, the severity of the storm, even though it is not a super cyclone, but it's a severe cyclone. So, of course, it's going to have its havoc the way it would have been. But the places like MMRDA ground where the modular hospital was situated, the patients from there have been shifted to the area which is closed area because that particular area was built on a particular ground and it cannot withstand wind beyond 110 kilometers per hour speed. So those kind of precautions are being taken. The NDRF teams have been deployed at Palghar, Mumbai, Thane, Navi Mumbai, as well as in the Raigad districts for any eventuality. The Navy teams are also on standby. The fire brigade has already conducted drills at Mumbai Chowpatis. We saw some drills at Juhu Chowpati as well as Girgaon Chowpati. Section 144 has been imposed in Mumbai so that people should not venture out for their morning walks. The rains have already started. Right now I'm standing at Parel and it's been raining since last 1 hour. Though the strength of the rain is not much, but tomorrow it is likely to take speed. It will take its strength. Tomorrow it is likely to have extremely heavy rainfall in Mumbai's isolated places, of course in Palghar and Raigad district as well. But most importantly, the landfall of this particular cyclone will happen sometimes in the afternoon after 2 o'clock, and that is when all the preparations will come into effect. The kind of strength this storm has taken, of course, the Maharashtra administration is on its toes at this point of time. The COVID-19 has already crumpled down a lot of preparations, but now this particular storm is also going to create a lot of troubles. That's for sure, Preeti.
You know, the word coming in, Sahil says it's already started to rain. A lot of people right now, especially in Mumbai, if you're watching this broadcast, most of you can hear the storm coming. Let's just hope it blows over. But, with what Sahil says, it's not a super storm. It's right now in the category of a severe cyclonic storm. But I just, want to get our viewers up to speed with what we had seen just about 2 weeks ago in Kolkata. Cyclone Umphan was also a severe cyclonic storm. However, Umphan made landfall in south of West Bengal, then moved on to Kolkata as well. Kolkata was in the eye of the storm, so it had a lot of damage. Mumbai is not completely in the eye of the storm, but yes, areas like Alibag will face landfall, especially after noon tomorrow. We're going to keep a keen eye. And another thing which we said is that it's unfortunate because it's a huge toll that, fate is taking on Maharashtra or Mumbai, because the city crippling under a massive import of corona positive cases, the highest in the country. And there's more news coming in that we're breaking, and I'll go back to Sahil. So news just coming in that today, that news we're breaking, over 2,000 cases 2,000 cases have been reported in Maharashtra again. 2,287 new cases in Maharashtra in just the last 24 hours, out of which 1,170 new cases have been reported in Mumbai alone. Total 103 more deaths recorded in just the last 24 hours. Sahil, I'll come back to you. This is, it's double whammy. It's a twisted hand of fate that we are recording numbers such as this, and we are preparing for a possible cyclone which is barreling towards the Maharashtra coastline, even in Mumbai. What arrangements have been made? Because there are a lot of centers, especially quarantine centers, which are right now possibly would be shut or patients would be moved.
Absolutely, specifically those quarantine centers, or what they call the COVID care centers, like I mentioned about the MMRDA ground, which are in the open spaces. It's not a locked territory. There are no fencing out there. Those centers were developed on the ground, so that the hospital space was not, the beds were not enough, and that's why those facilities were developed. But now, those centers can take up the tents basically could take up the wind speed up to 100 kilometers per hour to 110 kilometers per hour. But this cyclonic winds will reach up to 125 kilometers per hour, and that is going to be quite disastrous for these particular tents, and that's why on the precautionary basis the patients from there have been shifted to places like NSCI Dome or the NESCO compound, which are the enclosed spaces but also the modular hospitals. But at the same time, tomorrow is going to be the 3rd June is going to be really important, because that is when this landfall is going to happen, and that is going to happen in the afternoon when the COVID cases are the results of the COVID cases started coming in. So all this process of getting them admitted and everything is going to take a hit, at least for tomorrow. Tomorrow there is a prediction of heavy rainfall, very extremely heavy rainfall in Mumbai, and I don't have to explain to our viewers that what happens to Mumbai when there is an extreme rainfall. There are a lot of places in Mumbai where the monsoon preparation work is on. Right. The road construction is on at this point of time in Mumbai. Those are the places where it is likely there will be a waterlogging, flooding, and that is where the problems are going to be. The schools are already taken over by the BMC for to keep the high-risk contact cases as a quarantine centers. Now they will have to look for some other places to shift people if a flooding happens in a particular area. But of course,
right.
this is what is going to happen, and the administration has to be ready for that. So they have placed the fire brigade teams, the NDRF teams, as I mentioned.
Right.
The NDRF teams have been placed at Palghar, Thane, Navi Mumbai,
right.
in Mumbai's various beaches, and as well as in the Raigad district as well.
All right. Sahil, I know your team will be getting on top of the situation tomorrow, but our heart goes out to the city of Mumbai, especially the kind of grips of a pandemic it's already is in right now. Thank you, Sahil, for joining us. I want to just take our viewers, getting them up to speed on the districts which are now on red alert, on high alert. Mumbai is usually, and we are putting out those districts right now for you, is a tale of two cities. One which lives in South Mumbai tonight. Most of you living in South Mumbai watching this broadcast would be taking off your, artwork, would be sealing all your windows, which possibly face the beautiful sea in Mumbai, the Queen's Necklace, because it's south is possibly where it's going to make landfall, Alibag close by. But there's also the other side. While you're going to be doing that, there are thousands and lakhs in Maharashtra which would be hoping that the roof doesn't blow off their heads tomorrow, and let's hope that doesn't happen. The districts on alert in Maharashtra: Raigad, Mumbai, Thane, Palghar, on high alert as we speak. So this is what it looks like. Red alert sounded there. A lot of people have been evacuated who have been on the coastline. Fishermen are not allowed to go out. But where will it make landfall? Well, Alibag, the small island next to South Mumbai, is Alibag, and possibly that is where Cyclone Nisarga will make landfall. My colleague Pankaj Khelkar joining me live from there. Pankaj, can you hear Nisarga? Because a lot of people saying that the thunder and the rain has already started. Get us up to speed.
Priti, as of now in Alibag, that is in Raigad district, the district administration is on their toes, and they have made all of those arrangements so that those people residing on the sea beach, they have been shifted. Around 60,000 people have been evacuated and they have been shifted to some good location where they are safe. But apart from that, around almost 1,75,000 will be affected in Raigad district itself. And when we say that the landfall is going to happen in Alibag, now the circumference of this cyclone Nisarga is almost 80 kilometers circumference is there. So 80 kilometers on the right side as well as 80 kilometers towards Mumbai, all of these areas will be affected because the wind speed that is around 120 kilometers per hour is going to have a devastating effect, and that is the reason all are saying that all of the people, all of the residents should be inside their homes almost for 5 to 6 hours beginning from noon on Wednesday. And so the administration has taken all of the precautionary measures, and this is happening for the first time. That is what Sahil also told, that in last 120 years such a thing is happening in Mumbai and adjoining areas. And this cyclone will be moving, not only it will be hitting Alibag or Mumbai, but it will be moving towards Dhulia region. So it will also have devastating effect not only on the coast but also on the inland.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Pankaj, and we're going to keep coming back to you. Be safe. You're practically reporting from the eye of the storm, which is to hit tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. So with what we've been entailing for our viewers, it's red alert now in more than 6 districts of Maharashtra. The depression has built into a storm. The degree of the storm is a severe cyclonic storm. Wind speeds will reach up to 100 to 120 kilometers per hour. I'll just give you a comparison. This is the worst storm that is or will hit Mumbai and Maharashtra in 130 years. To compare wind speed, Cyclone Umphan, when it hit Kolkata, went up to a wind speed from 125 to 145. We all know the trail of destruction it left. Let's hope this is much lesser. This is the full detailed report.
Days after Cyclone Amphan tore through West Bengal, ravaging everything in its path, another cyclone is fastly approaching India, this time on the western coast, and will hit Maharashtra and Gujarat. Nisarg is expected to make landfall Wednesday afternoon close to Alibag in Raigad district of Maharashtra.
As the situation stands, the NDRF is deployed in both the states. 10 teams are in Maharashtra and 11 teams as of now are in Gujarat. But as we speak, Gujarat has asked for 5 more teams.
Mumbai, Thane, Palghar and Raigad districts in Maharashtra are on high alert. The Palghar district administration has advised people on necessary safety precautions, but fear is palpable.
पहली बार ही हो रहा है इधर, कभी हुआ नहीं था, तो मन में थोड़ा डर है। प्रशासन आए थे इधर, पूरा जानकारी दी हमको और पूरा अपना घर खाली करने के लिए बोला है।
अभी डर तो बहुत है क्योंकि ऐसा तूफान हमने पहले तो कभी देखा नहीं, लेकिन प्रशासन के जो लोग हैं उन्होंने हमें बहुत राहत दिखाई।
Rains lashed Mumbai, which will be witnessing its first severe cyclone in many decades.
As the meteorological department is continuously studying this deep depression, the authorities in Mumbai and the various coastal regions have already started preparing. In Mumbai, there are many trees because the cyclone, if it comes and hits Mumbai, it will come at a high speed with a lot of wind, a lot of rain. So a lot of preparations for that have been put in place. Any loose, fittings in residential areas, offices, all that have been fixed.
NDRF teams are on standby to respond to any eventuality. The Indian Coast Guard ships, aircraft and shore stations along the western seaboard have warned merchant vessels and fishermen about the adverse weather conditions, urging them to return. Arrangements are being made to shift as many as 150 COVID patients from MMRDA facility at Bandra Kurla complex to another facility in Worli.
Even though the structural engineers are putting sandbags at various places so that the structure remains intact, the state government and MMRDA feels that they would not want to take any chances at this point of time. Hence, in an important development, it has been decided that all the patients who are being treated here will now be shifted to a safer place.
Wind speed is likely to be lower in coastal Gujarat. Several parts of the states have already started receiving rains. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, so you heard my colleague Vidya there when she filed her report. This was a big depression. Now the depression has turned into a cyclonic storm. Once again, I'll get our viewers up to speed. The grade of this cyclonic storm is a severe cyclonic storm. Pretty much right now, a little bit less on wind speed, but like Umphan. But Umphan made landfall in parts of Kolkata, south 24 Paraganas. It's not the case in this right now, at least, and we're hoping it remains the same. I'm joined right now by my colleague Tanushri, who's joining us from Juhu. Gopi Manyar joins me from Daman, because mind you, it's not just the state of Maharashtra, even the coastline of Gujarat is in the eye of this storm. Gopi is joining us from Daman. I'll go to Tanushri first, and Tanushri, you know, at this point of time, we've seen that this is a severe cyclonic storm. We can confirm that. But when you look at the history of Maharashtra, when you look at the history of Mumbai, one big rainfall, Mumbai is inundated. We're expecting a storm that the city hasn't seen in the last 130 years. How can it possibly prepare for something like this? And all in the backdrop of a pandemic.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Preeti, and let's not forget that Mumbai is one such city which is badly hard-pressed and overwhelmed with the current situation of rising COVID-19 cases in the country right now. And with that, it cannot afford to have any more calamitous tragedies. And perhaps that's the reason, Preeti, that the state government is not leaving any stone unturned to ensure that there are zero casualties, even if the cyclone Nisarga makes a landfall in the coast of Maharashtra. 10 teams of NDRF have been deployed on the ground. 6 teams have been put on standby. The fire brigade teams and the rescue boats have been sent out on the sea to keep a night vigil, Preeti. Apart from that, all the low-lying areas which are likely to be inundated, the people from the low-lying areas have been evacuated, and the people who are still residing in the low-lying areas, the preparations are in place to evacuate those also in case there is a need tomorrow. Now, definitely, there, as you can see, Preeti, the rains, it has been pouring since the last 3 hours in Mumbai, but that is something which you know, the Mumbaikars are quite used to. But what is a worrisome situation is the rains what we are expecting tomorrow after the storm after the cyclone makes a landfall, because the IMD right now is predicting that this cyclone is going to trigger rains more than 20 centimeters, which is extremely heavy rainfall. So with that kind of a situation, we still don't know how the virus is, the infection in hand is going to react to water. So definitely it's a tricky situation right now in the state of Maharashtra, where Mumbai, which is already is overwhelmed with the COVID-19 cases and the pandemic, it is now bracing itself for this kind of a cyclone for the first time ever in the documented history. Preeti, back to you.
Well, you're right, there you have a pandemic to deal with. You don't know how such heavy rains will impact a pandemic which is taking the maximum toll out of the state of Maharashtra. On the other hand, one rain, Mumbai is inundated. You'll have rain and you'll have wind speed which will cross 100 kilometers per hour. Well, I want to cut across right now to Gopi Manyar. Gopi joins me from Daman. Gopi, आप दमन में हैं अभी. वहाँ पर कहा जा रहा है कि विंड स्पीड चाहे थोड़ी कम हो जाए. आपको क्या सुनने में आ रहा है? आपको क्या दिख रहा है? आपने किन किन से बात की है?
बिल्कुल, यहाँ की जो अथॉरिटी है उनसे हमारी बात हुई है. दमन की अथॉरिटी ने ये कहा है कि जो विंड स्पीड होगी वो करीब 90 से 110 के आसपास की विंड स्पीड हो रहेगी, जिसके चलते जो दमन के इलाके, जो समुद्र किनारे के इलाके हैं, वहाँ पे सभी को इवैक्यूएट करवा दिया गया है. करीब 4,000 से ज़्यादा लोगों को यहाँ से इवैक्यूएट करवाया गया है दमन से. और अगर गुजरात कोस्ट लाइन की बात करते हैं तो गुजरात में सूरत से लेकर जितने भी बीचेस हैं उन सारे बीचेस को बंद कर दिए गए हैं, चाहे वो सूरत का बीच हो, नवसारी का हो या फिर वलसाड का हो. तो बीच को बंद कर दिया गया है फिलहाल. और उसके साथ साथ एनडीआरएफ की टीम को भी डिप्लॉय किया गया है. करीब 15 जितनी टीम जो है वो एनडीआरएफ की टीम को डिप्लॉय कर दिया गया है. साथ ही सौराष्ट्र के अंदर भी यह माना जा रहा है कि जो साइक्लोन होगा, साइक्लोन का जो असर है, डिप्रेशन है, वो सौराष्ट्र पे क्रिएट होगा, जिसके चलते सौराष्ट्र के कई इलाकों में तेज बारिश होगी, जिसकी वजह से एनडीआरएफ की करीब 7 से ज्यादा टीमों को सौराष्ट्र महाराष्ट्र में डिप्लॉय किया गया है, क्योंकि तेज़ बारिश जब होगी तो लोग वहाँ पे जो गांव के अंदर रहने वाले लोग हैं उनको अगर इवैक्यूएशन की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी तो वहाँ से उनको इवैक्यूएट किया जा सकता है। साथ ही अगर नवसारी की बात की जाए तो नवसारी में 56 ऐसे विलेजेस हैं जिसे फिलहाल अलर्ट पे रखा गया है और उनको ये कहा गया है कि ज़रूरत पड़ने पर उनको इवैक्यूएट करवाया जाएगा। प्रीति।
गोपी, बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने का। Tanushree, thank you there for joining us. Both of you, of course, keeping a keen eye on the storm. We'll come back to you. What is expected? It's afternoon tomorrow when the storm will make landfall. Let's just hope and pray it's the least impact it brings with us. The state of Maharashtra, even the state of Gujarat, suffering enough from a pandemic. I just want to cut across to the latest news break we're getting in right now. Well, news is just coming in that the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, has spoken to the US President Donald Trump. That's the news coming in. A telephonic conversation has happened between the Prime Minister of India and the President of the United States over an invitation which has been extended by the President of the United States on G7 to Prime Minister Modi. Now, this was extended to the Prime Minister of India to attend the next G7 summit to be held in the USA. Now, remember, Trump deferred the G7 meet till September, and he's also called the current group outdated. Now, the two leaders also discussed, and that's there to underline deeply, they discussed the India-China situation at the line of actual control. So, the situation right now has clearly escalated to a fact where the President of the United States discussing the LAC trouble between India and China with the Prime Minister of India. We're going to get you more on what exactly went down. Thank you for joining us on this bulletin. A keen eye on all the developments starting tomorrow. You can tune into India Today to get that entire wallpaper coverage as we on India Today, with our battery of reporters, chase the severe cyclonic storm Nisarga. And let's just hope and pray tonight, each one of us, that the damage that it brings in its wake is not much. Two states are suffering enough. Thank you for joining us. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.